Forewarn Weather with cutting-edge technology for the most up-to-the-minute forecast in southeast Michigan.
So it's been hot and humid, and those ingredients often end up stormy weather, and we're preparing.
Instability is coming tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and then it looks like again on, excuse me, on Friday, but tomorrow's the day we're really concerned about with that level 3 threat. That's the highest we've been so far this season as far as threat levels go. So we do have a good chance for some severe weather tomorrow, but tonight, still dealing with that poor air quality for people who have sensitivities to poor air quality, only if you have asthma, respiratory issues. But if you were out and about tonight, you probably noticed it was just kind of hazy. 80 degrees in Detroit, dropping down to the mid-70s in Howell. Howell actually is the only place in Metro Detroit tonight that got one brief downpour at about 6:30, and then it was gone, and that was it. Everywhere else stayed dry. 77 in Pontiac, 75 in Adrian. Rain chances over the next 7 days. Best chance tomorrow, another chance on Friday, lingering into Saturday morning. Otherwise, Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday look to be our dry days this week. So air quality alert will expire at midnight. It has not been extended as of right now into tomorrow. Strong to severe storms expected for Wednesday, and then another storm chance to start the weekend. But let's talk about tomorrow, because we are under an enhanced risk for severe weather. So what happened today compared to last night with the new data that we got in, we went from being in a marginal to slight risk across southeast lower Michigan, bumped up to a level 3 of the 5 levels. So that's the highest we've seen so far. Wind is the main concern, but can't rule out some large hail, flooding, and an isolated tornado. Here's the timeline as of right now. Now, this can fluctuate a little bit, but in general, here's what we're thinking. A few showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm as a warm front lifts northward between 3 and 7 o'clock. Then a break in the action, and then between 9 and midnight is when we'll get a line of severe storms out ahead of the cold front. Those are the ones we're most concerned about. So it's when a lot of people are home getting ready or in bed, but we are expecting those strong to severe thunderstorms tomorrow night. Doesn't mean we can't get a couple that'll pop severe in the afternoon, but that line of storms is what we're really focused on. So let me show you what that looks like on the reflectivity. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it's still dry. As we get into about 2, 3 o'clock, it's hot, it's humid, and we have a warm front that's going to be lifting to the north. So that's going to click off some of these just isolated cells. Then in the evening, after about 7, 8 o'clock, that's when we see the line of thunderstorms develop, and watch how intense it gets as it moves to the east. By 11 o'clock tomorrow night, could have some very strong, severe thunderstorms with very high winds, over 60 to 70 miles per hour, not out of the question. But it's gone by the time your morning commute rolls around on Thursday. Now, typically, when we're talking about a cold front, you would think, well, behind it must be cooler. Not this time. Now it's muggy. It's going to be very, very humid and hot on Thursday into Friday with highs in the low 90s, but factor in the humidity, it's going to feel more like the mid to upper 90s. But then we cool back down into the mid 80s, closer to normal by the weekend. 68 degrees tonight, mainly clear, very mild. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll notice that humidity coming up very quickly. You can almost feel it in the air that it's going to storm, and it will later in the afternoon, and then the strong storms later in the evening. So tomorrow is a forewarned weather alert day. We issue those when we think that weather is going to impact your day, and we certainly think that is going to happen tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, highs in the low 90s, but it doesn't last long. We get back to more seasonable temperatures by the weekend, and next week looking pretty nice.
All right, keep us close by tomorrow through the day.